Hello everyone and welcome to a tarot reading. It's been a while. Ooh, let me tell you, the things that have been going on in my life since last week have had me shook, and I try to have the energy for at least my paid content and paid customers, but this one just fell a little bit behind, which I am so sorry, but so thankful for everyone being patient and all that. Taking advantage real quick that there's no noise upstairs because they've been hammering and I don't know what the hell doing the whole day. So, and I'm in my brother's room right now because I don't know how bad, like if there's still water in the ceiling or not. So I brought everything upstairs just in case until someone comes in here and tells me, okay, the damage has been taken care of, there's no water leaking, because apparently it's coming from the building next door and it came over here. That's what we're going with. I have no idea. My patience is being tested on daily, it seems like. But yeah. Ooh, guys, new timeline. Did you feel it? We shifted timelines over the weekend, so I want to do a little timeline reading. So let's go ahead. And I freaking hope I don't have to edit this video, because that's the last thing I want to do. We have it here. Starting off with the Ten of Swords in reverse. An ending. The depression is lifting. Whatever you felt, that competition, the inner conflict, whatever you feel like is just too loud, that noise is being removed right now. It's being lifted. You might still feel certain anxiety attacks here and there. I definitely, when I was napping, my brain wanted to instantly jump into worrying, instantly jump into anxiety and all those things. And I was like, hold up, wait a second. We don't have anxiety over this situation anymore. We took care of that. We literally flipped the chapter. We moved on. But my brain still wanted to hold on. That's still some lingering leftover story. Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this could literally be the ego part of you that's still clinging on, where it's like you need to take action when you're not supposed to. You're supposed to lay back and just let things take care of itself. You know, my building issue here, I did affirm over the weekend a little bit that things are going to be taken care of this week and all those things, and now I'm just letting it go and just letting it sort out on itself. But like, still, it's annoying. But and my brain is kind of like, oh, affirm, do this, do that, and I'm like, no, I have other things I have to worry about that are honestly way more important. And that's the same thing for you. You need to focus on other things. Okay, Ace of Wands in reverse. There's a hold up either for the new beginning, yeah, because we have the Six of Wands in reverse too, where even though it's being lifted, no, okay, no, you know what, it's not the depression ending. It's slowly fighting your way through the brain fog. Okay, so it's not a quick ending because it's reversed. If it were upright, then yes, but it's reversed. So in this case, it's saying like you're boxing your way through a fog, like a very thick fog, where you feel like it feels difficult, like it's not ending inside because of the fog being so thick you don't even see it correctly, which is annoying. Yes, but King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you're being tested kind of like with patience. Like, how grounded can you stay? It's, I hate that it's a test in a way. I'm so sorry, guys. I hate when lessons like that are, but Spirit is really like trying to see something here. Eight of Cups and then the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, so it's definitely trying to see, can you free yourself from not having a clear vision? There's an excuse bubbling of like, well, this clearly doesn't seem to be working, so I guess I better just let it go. I best just give up on it. Spirit is trying to see how far are you willing to go to actually achieve what it is that you want, because you have the tendency that when it gets difficult a little bit to just instantly be like, okay, guess it's not for me, Because if it was for me, there wouldn't be no resistance, right? Everything would fall into place super easy. But it doesn't work that way. If change were that easy, everyone would change, and the world would be definitely way different. People would be way different. Hanged man at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's kind of like you can either just stay in this or finally be like, you know, I'm stumbling up on all my words. So throat chakra, being honest with yourself. Are you truly, do you give up because you think you're actually not aligned with that thing that you want, or the path is not aligned with you, or just because it's easier? It's easier to just say like, let me move on from this. I had that almost 2 weeks ago with a situation where my brain wanted to go into self-sabotage, and it was easier for my brain to just be like, let's just drop it. This is not worth it. And I could have, but I was like, my heart was saying the opposite. My heart was saying like, no, I really want this. No matter, it hurts right now that it's playing out like this, but I really, really want this. And giving up would be literally giving up, like literally throwing the towel. And I don't want to. I did that with other situations where it was divine redirection, but this time, no. So, what else is Spirit saying? 9 of Cups, yeah, like literally, it's your true desire. You really want this from your heart. So why would you give up? 4 of Swords, okay, a way you can, you don't have to do a decision right now. When you feel overwhelmed, just take time to rest. Look at it from different perspectives. I feel like Spirit is kind of like giving you this brain fog because it's forcing you to actually sit down and look at things, because you tend to be very impulsive. So you could have very heavy fire sign energy. So you could be like me, an Aries moon, which is the most impulsive moon sign you can get, or you could be even an Aries or a Sagittarius moon. You could have a Mars fire dominated sign too, which doesn't make it easier as well, because Mars is already very like passionate, fast-paced energy, and then having a fire sign, difficult too. So Spirit is kind of like forcing you to slow down and not burn through your emotions that quickly, where it's kind of like you need to reflect a little bit deeper in this case. We have Page of Pentacles and then the 6 of Swords. So when you take that grounded energy, because we have a lot of Cups energy right now here, very like emotional. So maybe your rising could be a water sign. And having a fire moon or fire Mars makes it difficult. So you need to take it a little bit more grounded with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is literally, it's not directly analyzing, but it is about like ideas and opportunities. Did you exhaust the ideas and opportunities you can have towards how to go towards that goal, so you don't feel like, oh, nothing is gonna be working? Maybe you just also need to shift the mentality. I think if I remember correctly, Page of Pentacles could also be kind of like inner resources in a way, where it's just like, what's going on in here, your inner world. When you shift that, because we have this 6 of Swords, which is transition and change, then things all of a sudden seem very like, oh, wait, this isn't so bad. What else, Spirit, please? I have 2 more cards here in reverse. 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this could be communication wise, because since we have the 6 of Swords, which is transition and change, 8 of Wands is just like, it's not gonna hit like super rapid fire. There might be like someone coming in that's gonna help you. Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, because you're not following your heart, there might be someone that's gonna be like, hello, like kind of like your wake-up call, where someone's gonna be like, hello collective, you're doing this and this wrong. Not in the sense of like saying it's your fault, but it's kind of like just saying like, be honest with yourself. Have you really been putting in your all in this or not? You know, because probably the result or the answer is not. And but it could be just also because you're not following your heart and you're kind of dismissing that a little bit. That's why things feel like it's shifting very, very slowly, because you're trying to protect your heart, you know, because since it is like a heart chakra card to me, you have these walls around your heart where it feels like I can never have good things, which I'm releasing a new product this weekend on like Friday that's gonna help you with that. The devil, okay, temptation here. Literally this week is a little bit of a test. Are you gonna break out of the pattern, or are you gonna keep repeating it constantly over and over and over? Let me get the Fairy Oracle deck here to the side. Still gotta get used to my new setup here. All the cards are falling. It's a little bit messy today, but it's okay. We're not trying to be perfect over here, because life right now is not perfect. So fairies, what's going on? Okay, you need to go away for a while. You need to change of scenery. You need to engage that brain, get new ideas flowing. Also spend time in the forest to reset that nervous system. We have, change of like vegetarian diet. Maybe you've been thinking about going veggie or even vegan at this point. But also here blackberries are shown, so this might be, is blackberry I would say would be technically throat chakra, definitely. So you need to open up that throat chakra because you're not honest with yourself. Maybe even some journaling is going to be helpful for you, because you need to be able to connect with your emotions, see what's going on inside your mind, because you don't have a clear vision. You don't have, it's just a lot of brain fog here. And we finished Mercury retrograde on the 20th, but there's still the shadow after period that's happening. So that one's clearing slowly, but depending on like what you have been going through and what transitions are happening in your life, you need to be able to support that a little bit. Here's the thing, what I'm hearing is sometimes you feel like I don't have to do anything, I don't have to do some extra steps. For certain things that's definitely the case, but for other things you do have to take the extra step. How else do you think like things are gonna shift? Then we have summer. Okay, things are gonna really transition. What you're doing today during this timeline, this spring, you're putting in the seeds that are gonna bloom the highest, the biggest, the most beautiful during summer. But again, you need to do the pre-work now a little bit. In summer, you're gonna look at your life during springtime and you're gonna be like, holy shit, the amount of things that changed and shifted since then because I put the work in. Okay, let's see what the High Priestesses have to say. I'm gonna keep it a little bit shorter today because, you know, I'm gonna have to edit out the beginning a little bit because they made some noise, but, you know, I want to take too many chances, but also I do want to get a reading up today. Okay, High Priestesses, what do you have to say to the collective? 4 cards, yay, okay. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yeah. Connect with the element of fire. Okay. And you see how everything's red. Root chakra, healing and grounding, please, my loves. You feel a little bit unstable. Don't run anymore from the power within you. Super fitting. And again, lots of red. Oh, it's not focusing. So again, root chakra grounding. Then we have a lot of blue, which I said, your throat chakra. Don't lose yourself on the lookout for the next higher frequency. So you have a little bit of a fear of the more you glow up, the more you grow, saying goodbye to another version of you, because you feel, what I'm channeling right now is, you feel like at one point you're going to be so different that you're not going to recognize yourself anymore. But here's the thing, with each version that you're growing into, you're just getting to know a new version of you, your next highest potential. You have to shift the mentality on how you look at it. It's not a bad thing that you're shifting. The scariest thing would be you not changing and you not evolving like certain people. I know people that I've been knowing for like, I don't know how many years now, and they're still the same. And it just makes me look at it and be like, how are you not bothered by yourself? Because the reason why your life is not changing a lot is because you refuse to change, because they have that fear of losing themselves in a way. And you're never going to lose yourself. You're just going to get to know a new part of you, a new facet of you, a stronger version of you, and you can give thanks to the old version if that's like where you feel you're like, I don't have the time to mourn that version. On my Patreon, which is linked down below, for the weekly collective readings, I literally told them for the April predictions, write a letter for the old version of you and have it like somewhere you can see it, and a candle next to it, and light a candle every day in honor of that version of you that you're letting go. You can especially do that because we have the Libra full moon happening on Friday. Perfect timing. Full moons are for releasing. It's not like you're just kicking that version of you to the curb and just be like, bye bitch, I will never see you ever again. You can be respectful towards that version, but it doesn't mean that you have to cling on to that version and feel like you never are allowed to move on, which also might be a wound that you have. Someone made you feel bad for changing. Who did that to you? And why did those words affect you so much? And how can you heal that wound now? Because you're not supposed to be stuck just because other people are afraid of change. Let that sink in. Then you're a high priestess of the goddess Nui, the goddess of night. And we have like a lot of blue colors here. So again, throat chakra. We have a little bit like here of a sun setting moment. It could just be like you feel the most active at night, where it's also where you your intuition kicks in the most. Pay attention. When you feel a download happening, write it down. You never know what your mind is leading you. It's most of the time your higher self talking to you or your spirit guides. If you feel sometimes ever lost, pay attention. Listen into the quiet, into the dark a little bit, because you never know what advice they have for you, which is going to be amazing. Let's pull one advice and decision card, because I feel like you need that. So let me shuffle. Fear. Interesting. I wanted to say 4, but it came out not even in like German, but like literally the word fear. So it could be like your fear is overtaking you so much. Again, root chakra. Listen to a frequency sound or eat veggies and fruits that are red. Okay, I'm gonna pull the top card. Do you have your question ready, or are you just in general ready to receive the advice, which is, oh, those were 2 cards. Oh no, it was 1. It's gonna be good for you. Take it as it resonates. Okay. I hope this reading gave you the clarity that you were seeking. No comments, like no emoji, no affirmation today. Just let it sink in. If you want to write something, I would really appreciate it because it boosts the YouTube video into the algorithm, but you don't have to. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. We'll see in which room I'm gonna be in. I'll keep you updated on it a little bit. And I just hope that it's gonna be resolved soon. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next reading. Until then, bye bye.